Now let's head to Zambia, where the former President Edgar Lungu says he's practically under house arrest, something the authorities have denied. Mr. Lungu had retired from politics in 2021, but announced his return to the political fray last October. He says that since then he's been subject to numerous unconstitutional actions. While denying targeting Mr. Lungu, the police chief said the former president would be summoned to explain his statement that there could be a change of government in Zambia before the 2026 general election.
The police has been warning Mr. Lungu about being arrested and prosecuted for what they called engaging in activities that disrupt public order and safety. Meanwhile, Human Rights Watch has expressed serious concerns on the right to freedom of speech in Zambia. Well, the former president, Edward Lungu, is on the phone now and joins us from the capital, Lusaka. Good morning to you and welcome to the program. When you say you are virtually under house arrest, Mr. President, what do you mean?
Well, virtually I am under house arrest in the sense that I cannot move out of my house without being accosted and challenged by the police and driving me back home. They took me out of a plane where I was supposed to have traveled for a conference just recently. The other time they refused to let me go for medication. The other time they refused me to go to church. And in fact, on several occasions, they have sent police to say, you can't go out. So this is a build-up, I guess, which they want to culminate into my arrests. And I'm ready for that. The good thing is I'm ready. I have also realized that they're not resting because of their failures in delivering what they promised the Zambian people in a number of areas. So as of now, as we talk, they've got 25 dockets, all of them bordering on treason and some other serious charges, which they were evaluating only yesterday with a view to coming to arrest me. But because they know that I'm ready and I have the support of the people, because what I'm speaking is what the people are saying.
Mr. Lungu, without cutting you through, apologies for that. When you say you've been accosted by the police, could you give us examples of what are they saying? What are they doing?
Well, let me give you the latest example, which I think was widely circulated. I went to the Copper Belt. On my way to the Copper Belt, I stopped over in Kabwe, which is the central part of the country. I wanted to pay a courtesy call on the bishop of the Catholic Church there. They just came where we were in the bishop's office and told me, you can't be here, you shouldn't be here. And when the bishop asked why, they said, you are not supposed to be here. This man cannot come here without letting us know.
Is that what they say? You have to let them know of all your movements?
They said that I could not travel and take out a call on the bishop without them knowing. And they told the bishop that you can't host this man without letting us know. And we were both shocked.
Mr. Lungu, we had in a statement from the Government and the Communications Office, which said, and I'm going to quote what they said, we wish to clarify that former President Lungu has never been placed under house arrest and that Mr. Lungu is now freely traversing our cities and towns, exercising his rights to freedom of speech and association. I wonder then, when you talk about unconstitutional actions against you that you're subjected to, what do you concretely point to?
You see, when I get out of my house in the morning, for example, I go jogging, they come for me. They say I shouldn't be jogging on the public streets because I'm inciting people. And consequently, I've stopped going out to jog. It's a typical example. I go to church in the morning,
Do you see
I go to church in the
Do you think this is a way to block you? Because that's what you're sounding like. You're saying that this is to block you from speaking to people, from returning to politics.
Well, I've returned to politics. There's no doubt about it. That I have, and I've made it very clear. And I'm saying that I'm ready to face the consequences of coming back to politics. There's no doubt about it. And they know, and it's not a hidden matter. But I would like to have access to the freedoms enshrined in my constitution, like any other Zambian.
Mr. President, as a former head of state, do you still enjoy police protection at your home with you when you travel?
No, I don't have. They withdrew basically everything. All the entitlements of a retired president have been withdrawn. I have a ragtag security system which I have made myself, and I have to pay for it from my own resources, right? And they've withdrawn the office that they had given me as the former president on Kablonga Bishop Road. They had given me one vehicle for use as administration, and they've withdrawn that. We had the chef or somebody working in the household. They've withdrawn that. Everything was withdrawn, and it's public knowledge. But they wrote to me to say, you are no longer going to be treated
Mr. President,
as a former president.
We will keep an eye on this story as it continues. The former president of Zambia, Mr. Edgar Lungu there. This is Newsday here on the BBC World Service.